Hey, I'm looking for Catherine.
It's Catherine.
Hey, Catherine, how are you? Good. My name is Johnny Stewart. I was looking at your property on Eagle Drive. Is that still available?
It is.
Okay, awesome. What's going on with it? I know it's been listed for a while.
Well, it just was the market just started to dip and interest rates went up and they bought it a little over a year ago and he was transferred with work. So
okay.
Once the market started to decline, you kind of get the picture.
Yeah, everything kind of went wild. Okay. Well, so me and my company, we buy creatively. So I want to bring a creative option to you. I know it's been sitting for a while, and this might solve you and your seller's problems. What I propose is that I would pay your commission in full. Whatever you ask for, I'll pay. And then I will take over his existing loan, a subject to transaction. Are you familiar with that?
I've had 5 calls about that.
Okay.
I have until the end of June. They really would like to sell it traditional.
Yeah.
And we've reduced it to a place where they just want to cover what they owe on it. They have a mortgage. And so they don't want to do anything else right now except for try to sell it.
Okay. All right.
That's what they want to do.
Okay. Is there any way that I could get on the phone with them? Because I know they're trying to break even now. What if I put, $5,000 in their pocket? I'm sure that would be pretty lucrative to them, especially when they're just trying to break even.
Yeah, I guess, the negative part about this is that they still are owning the property.
So they wouldn't be owning the property. Their just name would be on the mortgage. The deed would transfer, so they wouldn't be owning the property. Just their name would stay on that mortgage. Now I know there's a couple of downsides. Like, hey, what happens if I want to buy another house, right? That question comes up a lot. What we do is we actually put a servicing company in place that services the loan for us. So they take the money out of our account, they pay the mortgage, and then they send a notification to me and your seller each month so they know that it's performing. Now, again, what happens when I want to buy another house and I have the debt to income ratio going on? That servicing company will actually show their new lender that they're not responsible for this debt, so it'll come off of their debt to income ratio. So it won't affect them at all. I've done this situation many times, and I know sellers have a lot of questions. It's actually really good for a seller to have another performing mortgage and another thing on their credit that is being paid on. Like I said, I would love to get that seller on the phone because I know there's probably a lot of pain there, and especially when he's thinking he's gonna break even. If I could put $5,000 in his pocket and reassure him over his questions, I think this would be a win-win situation for everybody involved.
Well, you could just keep me, on your list if you want. We're going to take the rest of June to try to sell it traditional. That's what's best for them. And then in the 1st of July, we are going to regroup. They talked about renting the home. But that's what we want to do for this month. And see if we can get someone. We had a lot of showings past week, and that would be the best option for them if we could get the home sold in their name off of everything. That's what they would prefer.
Okay. Have you had that conversation with them? Or they just like, I don't want to do that?
Yeah, that's where we are.
Okay. Now you brought up
We talked about leasing it, but the rental rates barely cover the mortgage, so that's not a good option.
Yeah, that's not a good option at all.
That's what we want to do. That's what they want to do. Is they want to sell the home. They're out of the country, and that's what they want to do. They want to sell the home.
Okay.
So if you want to just call me back at the end of June, I can let you know about that.
What would be a good date to call you? What would be a good date to call you? I just don't want to call before you regroup and hear the same thing again. So I want to call you when.
It'd be the last week of June.
Okay, the last week of June.
I'm not looking at that right now.
I don't have a calendar pulled up in front of me. Let's say June 29th.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be like
Okay.
a Thursday or something like that.
All right. Well, I hope you sell it in the meantime. If you don't, again, the option to pay your commission in full and put $5,000 in your seller's pocket is there. So, feel free to reach out to me.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
You have a good one.
Bye.
Okay, guys, I have a question. And this is a serious question. What can I say when I'm on the phone with an agent pitching sub 2 to make it seem a little better? You just heard the conversation that I just had. What can I say to make it better, make it easier for a agent to understand? I simply just don't. The seller's out of the country. He's gonna break even, but I could give him $5,000. I honestly don't know what to say. I don't know what to do to make subject to transactions seem easier for real estate agents to wrap their head around. This is a win-win situation. And I guarantee you, if she came to her seller excited about subject to and excited about what I just said, I guarantee you that seller would go for it. I guarantee you. If that real estate agent came to him and was like, hey, I have a really good offer. I know you're thinking about breaking even, but this guy's willing to put $5,000 in your pocket. He would take over the house. He was just going to leave that loan in place. You're out of the country anyways, and this will be performing on your credit, blah, 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 blah. I guarantee you he would go for that. I don't understand. I called this person for my partner, Ashley, and she called this real estate agent. This real estate agent didn't like subject to. He said somebody else called this agent, offer subject to, and then I called them. And you can see that, I don't know. So I'm going to put her in my Podio calendar. And on the 29th, I'm going to call her. And we're going to see what's going on. So.
The real estate class, this is Shelby.
Hey, Shelby, can I get in touch with Miss Amber?
She is actually on the phone right now. Is there something I can help you with?
I just want to talk to her about one of her listings. Could you take down my information and have her call me back?
I can actually look it up for you. I'm an agent here as well.
So, yeah, I don't want to waste your time. Are you in touch with the seller of this property? If you're not, then you really can't help me out.
What property is it?
The 4949. Not for the seller specifically, just she works with the seller, so it would be with her. I was going to talk to her about possibly doing a sub 2 transaction. Do you know what that is?
Doing a what?
A subject to transaction?
Do you have a house to sell or something?
No. So subject to is where you buy a property with leaving the existing mortgage in place. So I would actually buy the property, pay the commission, pay the seller whatever they want, and they would keep their mortgage in place. If you're an agent, I highly suggest that you look into it. It will really help you and your people that you're around really succeed in real estate. It's kind of something that has caught wind these last 10 years. People have been doing it forever, but it's really become popular over the last 10 years, and it might be something that could help you out.
Yeah, I will definitely look into that. Do you want me to take down your name and number and let her call you whenever she has a chance?
Yes, if you could, that'd be great.
Okay, what is your number?
My number is 774-219-8255. 3450.
Okay, what's your name?
Johnny, Johnnny. Last name Stewart, Stewart.
Okay. So you were interested in the property and payment one of the subject to transactions, you said?
Yes, but you don't even waste your time writing that, because she'll see that and have no idea what it is and never call me back.
Okay, I will let her call you then.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Another thing, I think I sound like an asshole. Maybe I am. But I sound like an asshole, and I don't know how to not sound like an asshole when I'm talking about subject to. So maybe subject to an agency is just not my thing. Again, I'm calling this for my partner. Maybe this is not my thing. I sound like a dick. Like, she probably heard me on the other end of the phone and was like, click. Like, I don't know how to soften my approach. Please help me with that, guys. Put in the comments, let me know how to soften my approach, how to have this conversation with agents. Because the lady I was talking to, I said subject to, and she thought I was trying to sell my property. And I kindly suggested that she should learn about it, but is she? No. Why would she listen to some dude on the other end of the phone telling her what she should do? Man, I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Maybe I just need to get better. Maybe I need to stop sounding like a know-it-all on the phone. I don't know what I need to do. But I need to do something, because, man, like, my thing is, I really don't like teaching. And I feel like I have to teach. And this one's been listed for 5 days. She sent me that to call it. 5 days is not enough pain there for an agent to be like, oh yeah, let me listen to sub 2. And this one's under contract. So, hey, Ashley, I called him for you. You're welcome.